Look! Today's different. My name's Stuart, and today is different. I'm playing bass today. Guys, this lesson is near and dear to my heart. We're going to learn a song that was one of the first songs that really inspired me to play bass and inspired me to make music. The song is called What It Is by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Not a famous Red Hot Chili Peppers song, but one of the coolest bass lines, one of the coolest slap bass lines I've ever heard. And it's not as hard as it sounds. I'm gonna warn you, this is not a song that deals with fundamentals. It's not a beginner bass song. That being said, you don't need to have mastered all the fundamentals to start this song. It's a really fun song no matter what skill level you're at, but it's not easy. I'm just warning you, it's not easy. So let's get started. Step one, you need to go buy a bass. Go get a bass, and when you have one, come back here and we'll start playing. All right, you have a bass. So do I. Here's what we're gonna do. I need you to hold out your hand like this, like that. I'm keeping it pretty still. I have the hands of a surgeon right there. Look at that. That's still. All right, now I want you to go like this. Just in your wrist, like you're going. Like, how's this video so far? It's okay. Now get a little more violent with it. Now more violent, like this. How's this video? Okay, so now see what we've got going on here? We've got this going on. It's like a little mixer attachment on your arm. Notice how my wrist is pretty straight. You know what? Let's curl the fingers in a little bit. Don't make a fist, but just kind of curl your fingers in so you don't hurt anybody. So now we've got this. We've got this right here. See this? Okay. Do this a little bit more. Got it? Got it? Okay, now bring this little mechanism you've got over here. Bring it over to the string. We're going to try to hit the top string. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's working. See that? So I'm literally just... Okay, that was making a lot of noise. I'm just rotating my wrist like that. Doing it pretty hard with the fingers curved in. I'm not gripping with my fingers. I'm just gently curving them in. And then I bring my thumb over to the string. I start hitting it. I start hitting it like that. I'm not swinging my arm. I'm not coming straight at it. I'm just rotating my wrist. Do that a little bit. Do that for a minute. It's fun. It's pretty. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty sound. Okay. We'll get into we'll add some more finesse in a little bit. Fantastic. Instead of just hitting the string with all our might, let's add some rhythm to this. We want to play this nice rhythm on the top to open the string. We want to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So that's like slow, fast, fast, slow. Slow, fast, fast, slow, rest. Slow, fast, fast, slow. Okay, fantastic. What problems might you be running into while you're trying to play this rhythm? Well, one thing that I bet almost all of you are doing is you're aiming for that top string, but you're hitting a bunch of extra strings. You're going like... Beautiful sound, but it's not exactly what we're going for. There are a couple solutions to this. As you play this style more and more, you will get better and better at aiming for that top string. But for now, here's what I'd like you to do. Take this hand. This is called your left hand. You're going to gently put your fingers on these bottom 3 strings. So you're going to leave the top one totally exposed, but you're just going to very gently touch the other 3 strings. I'm not pushing on them, we're just touching them. So now those strings are muted. And even if I hit every single string, I'm only hearing that top one. So I'm still gonna aim for the top string. I'm gonna try not to hit the other ones, but check this out. I'm hitting the other strings quite a bit, and you can't even hear them. Muting over here with your left hand. Classic. All right, what other problems are you running into? Well, maybe it sounds like this. What's the problem there? I'm still rotating my wrist. The problem here is you're not letting your thumb bounce off of the string. When you bring it in to hit the string, as soon as it hits, you just want to let it bounce off like that. If it just hits the string and stays there, we get that really clinky sound. So work on just bouncing it off of the string. Bounce it off of the string. Speaking of bouncing off the string, potentially controversial topic here. This is not the traditional way to play slap bass. This is the Flea way of playing slap bass. Flea is the bassist from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, in case you didn't know. This style of hitting the top string with your thumb is called thumping, but usually bass players do this. They keep their hand kind of angled like this with their thumb up, and they hit the top string. They just kind of pass through it instead of bouncing off of it. But Flea just whacks it with his thumb. He's not the only person that does that. There are a lot of great bass players who kind of do a mix of both. I really like being able to do this style and this style. So, you know, take that as you may. But for this song, we are learning it in the Flea slap style because he wrote the flippin' thing. Pardon my language. Let's get back to that rhythm. That slow, fast, fast, slow. We're letting our thumb just bounce off of the string. We're muting the bottom three strings over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow, fast, fast, slow. Slow, fast, fast, slow. A few more times. 1, 2, and 3. Hey, 1, 2, and 3. What's that? 1, 2, and 3. Look out. 1, 2, and 3. I just spit. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. 1, 2, and stop. We did it. We did it. Time to add a little bit more finesse to this whole situation. What part of the string should we be hitting, and what part of our thumb should we be hitting the string with? Great questions. I want to aim for this part of the string. If you're way back here, it's not going to quite sound right. If you're up here, it's not going to sound right. It's not an exact science, but I would like you to aim for these couple inches right here. So the end of the fingerboard right here, maybe like 2 inches away from the edge of the fingerboard. If you're 1 inch, if you're 3 inches, it's all good. It's all good, but let's aim for right about there. All right, right there. That's a sweet spot right there. But what about what part of your thumb should you be hitting with? So Flea himself says that he hits it with the knuckle of his thumb. He tries to get the knuckle of his thumb, that hard part there with the bone. He tries to just hit the string right there with that. Works great. If you are a little bit past the knuckle, closer to the tip of your thumb, that also works great. What you may not do under any circumstances is play with this part of your thumb here. The part like, is that below the knuckle or above the knuckle? I don't know. This part here. I'm just gonna keep rubbing it for a second. Don't hit it with that part. It's just not gonna work. I mean, I guess you could kind of make it work, but I don't recommend it. We're gonna aim for the knuckle. We're gonna aim for the knuckle, but if you go a little bit further towards the tip, let's keep moving. Next part of the song. Next part of the song, we have to add what I'm going to call the muty thump. The mute thump. The muted thump. Here's what we're gonna do. You know how earlier I told you to mute the bottom 3 strings with your left hand? Now, I would like you to mute all of the strings, including the top string, with your left hand. So we're not pushing, you're not gripping the strings, you're just gently touching all the strings. Now, with your thumb, you're going to go ahead and hit the top string, thump the top string, just like you did before. But now, instead of hearing a note, we're just hearing that little clicky, mutey sound, right like that. That's from this hand over here, keeping the string from vibrating. If you push too hard over here, you're going to get some buzzing, or you're going to get a different note. We just want to touch the string gently, and we get that muted sound. There it is. All right, here's the plan. We want to play our first note, open without muting the string. Then, with your left hand, mute the top string and play it again. So we've got open, mute, open, mute, open, mute, open, mute. My thumb is doing the exact same thing every single time I hit the string. My left hand is changing what it's doing every other time. This is where it starts getting good. We're going to mix together our open string and our muted strings and some rhythm to actually start playing something musical. Here's the drill. We want open, mute, open, open, mute. Open, mute, open, open, mute. Open, mute, open, open, mute. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Just using my thumb with that movement, muting the bottom 3 strings all the time, sometimes muting the top string. Let's do it really slowly a couple of times. Then we'll try it a little faster. Then we'll add some extra little pizzazz to it. So really slowly, get your thumb in place, a couple inches from the edge of the fingerboard, hand over here, muting the top 3, the bottom, well, okay, look, guys, I've been meaning to bring this up for a while. Guitar, ukulele, bass, they have strings. They have strings, right? The ones on the bottom are higher pitch. The ones up here on the top are lower pitch. So since the one on the bottom is higher pitch, is that the top string or the bottom string? So, the truth is, we probably should call this one here, we should call it the top string because it's the highest pitch. But I've found that when I call this one the top string, I confuse myself, I confuse everybody I'm talking to. Like, look, we all understand different strings have different notes or whatever, but I look at my bass and this string is on top. So I call this one the top string. It's the low string because it's a low note, but it's on top. This is kind of a problem for me. I don't always call the strings what I'm supposed to call them. And I carry around a lot of guilt with about it. It's hard. It's hard knowing what to call each string. But just know that I feel awful about it. Okay, so what were we doing? We were playing the rhythm, the open, mute, open, open, mute. Oh, that's right. We were going to do it slow, and then I had a meltdown. So here we go, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, mute, open, open, mute. Open, mute, open, open, mute. Yeah, open, mute, open, open, mute. Open, mute, open, open, mute. All right. Let's add some fun little things in here that Flea does. We're learning the intro to the song right now, by the way. We haven't even gotten into the meat of the song. We're just learning the intro, which is great because it's kind of hard, right? If you haven't played this style, it's totally weird. So we want some time just to practice this basic slap technique. Here's what we're gonna do. Would you please play the 3rd fret on the top string? The way I do this for this song is I use my middle 2 fingers. That's my middle finger and my ring finger. for that 3rd fret up on the top string. You're going to play that note. You're going to thump it. And then you're going to bend it back and forth. Like that. Pretty fast. I use 2 fingers because if I try to do that with 1 finger, my finger just kind of pops off of it. I need 2 fingers to really get a good grip on that string. Do that a couple times. Don't even worry about the rhythm or anything. Just to hit it and bend it back and forth. There we go. I'm with this part of my hand. What's that called? The part. I'm pushing right here. And I'm grabbing with those and I'm squeezing those together. Oh, it's like Spider-Man. I'm doing the Spider-Man thing right here. Spider-Man. Yeah. So. Oh, every day's a struggle. All right, so how do we fit that bendy part with our other rhythm? I'll show you. Check this out. We're going to play our regular rhythm once. Open, mute. Then we wait for beats, then play it again. Hey, bing, bum, bum. Then bendy. Then back to the other rhythm. Then wait for beats. And bing, bang, bing, bong. Hey, bing, bang. Oh, did you hear that weird little fast thing I did at the end? That's what's coming next. We have a little bit more pizzazz to add to this song. Check it out. I say check it out. Check it out. It's one of my... I have too many catchphrases. I say check it out. I say pizzazz. This video is the first time I've ever said pizzazz. What are my other catchphrases? Maybe I need more catchphrases. All right, what were we doing? Playing bass. All right. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? I just need a minute. I just need a minute. I'm gonna drink some water. All right. Are we good? We good? Let's do it. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, did he mean to leave this in the video? I might leave it in. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. We have to add an extra fast part in. There we go. There's my energy. So we got open, mute, and then a really quick little double thump. We're gonna go boom, 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 boom. It's like a heartbeat. Boom, boom. We're gonna call it the heartbeat. Boom, boom. There's another. It's a trademark move of mine, the heartbeat slap. But Flea made it up. But he didn't make it up. He just did it in this song. People have been doing this for decades. Give me a break. Okay, who, how? All right, watch this. Open, mute, heartbeat. See, you like that? Here we go. And open, mute, mute, heartbeat. Hey, bang, open, mute, mute, heartbeat. How do you do it so fast? Honestly, it's the exact same movement. You just do it a little bit faster. It's just, you might want to just practice. Not just you might want to. What I meant to say is, let's practice that. You and I together. How about, what do you think? 6 times? Let's do 6 times. We're going to be going heartbeat. Nice and fast. Hey, bing bong. What? Bing bong. Bing bong. I totally lost count. That's got to be at least 6 times. We're probably like 12. 2 more. Let's do 2 more. There we go. All right. Are we ready to put this all together? I think we're ready. Open, mute, heartbeat. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, mute, heartbeat. Open, mute, heartbeat. 2, 3, 4. Bing, bang, bing, bong. Bing, bang, bong. 2, 3. One more time. Hey, bing, ba. Let's go over some of the checklist of things you should be thinking about. Are you muting those bottom 3 strings? Great. Are you hitting in these few inches right here, right beyond the fingerboard? Oh, fantastic. Are you aiming with your knuckle or maybe a little bit past your knuckle right there? Fantastic. What else? Are you just moving your wrist like that? Like you're going, eh, eh, eh. Fantastic. There's our slap checklist. We have one more piece of pizzazz to add, and then we'll cram this all together. I know what you're thinking. There's another catchphrase. I say, I know what you're thinking. You were playing some cool song at the beginning of the video. We haven't done anything that even sounds like that at all. Well, that's because I'm breaking it into different sections, genius. It's going to be like a 4-part video. Don't you love it when I break it up into multiple parts? I'm doing it for a couple reasons. Because I know you're thinking, well, are you doing that so that you can release a bunch of videos without having to think of actual new material? Well, yes, I am. But that's not the only reason why I'm breaking it into multiple parts. I'm also breaking it into multiple parts because I want you to take some time to practice each new section and the new techniques in that section. This intro is probably the most boring part of the song, but bro, you got to spend some time practicing this technique. I mean, it's a weird technique. You're going to want to do it forever. You're going to want to play it endlessly. And so don't just rush into the next video. Take a few days, take a couple weeks, practice this technique, and then we'll move on to the next part, which is the cool part that you're going to have a lot of fun doing. I am honestly kind of amazed you didn't just skip through this video and watch the next part, because this part is really boring. It's terrible. I don't want to be here. None of us want to be here. So why are you watching this? Skip to the next one. Don't skip to the next one. Stay here. Stay here. We're going to add, this next part's cool. You're going to like it. Trust me. You're going to like this next part. Would you please put your ring finger on the 12th fret of this bottom string down here. The G string, ring finger, 12th fret like this. Then take your pointer finger and put it on the 11th fret of the D string, the string right above it. So we've got this little shape here where you've got 12 and 11 on the strings right next to each other. Here's where it gets really crazy. I would like you to take your pointer finger and your middle finger of your other hand, which is known as your right hand, and I want you to grab those two strings. Can you see what I'm doing here? I have my fingers hooked around those strings. I'm coming down below the strings, and I'm hooking my fingers on like that. I'm grabbing them. I could basically, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to break the strings, but I could lift the bass up just by the strings right there. I'm really grabbing them. Then I'm going to pull my hand away and pop my fingers off of the strings like that. That is called a pop. In fact, we have thumping and popping. This is kind of painful, but you only have to do it once in the song quite like this. There's a lot more popping later in the song, but in the intro, you just got to get your fingers in this position, grab those two strings, pull them off like that, and then here's the coolest part. You're going to slide your fingers up. So keep the pressure against the strings, pop, and slide up one fret. Oh, that sounds good. It's bluesy. Snazzy. All right. Let's put it all together. Watch this. Watch this. I don't even know who or what or where I am anymore. This has been quite a journey, this video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open, mute, mute, fast, fast. Hey, helping bow. Open, heartbeat, bendy. And open, mute, mute, heartbeat. Here we go. And open, mute, mute, heartbeat. And slide. Oh, open. Hey, open. What? Okay. Here we go. Just wait and open, mute, mute, okay. Bendy. And open, mute, mute, open. Then wait and open, mute, mute, open. Slide. All right, did we do it? I didn't really explain exactly how it all fits together, but you got it, right? You play the basic rhythm, then you wait for 4 beats. Then you play the basic rhythm, then you play the bendy note. Then you play the basic rhythm, you wait for 4 beats, then you play the basic rhythm, and you do the old pop and slide. Any questions? Next video is gonna be good. Next video, check it out. I'm gonna give you a teaser of the next one because at this point you're wondering why you even like anything in the world, because this video has been this lesson. Shut up. Here's the teaser of the next video. This is what we're gonna learn next time. It goes a little something like this. You notice how it cut right before I started playing? That means I messed up the first time I played it. So I felt good. I felt good about that. There's no way that I could even, there's no tactful way that I could possibly end this video.